What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Coding Things IRL stream. Welcome, welcome. It's Sunday. Sunday fun day, right? I think that it is. Okay. So, for those of you who don't know, my name is Adam. This is called Coding Things IRL because that's what I do. And that's what I'm here to do today. Or at least something like that. So, I made a game. The game is called BritePegs. And it is a Lite Brite simulator. And it's the game that you see right in front of you. So, I made this dude, which is one of my subscribers' profile pictures, but I think it's like a cartoon character or something. I don't know what it is. I hope it's not something bad. Anyway, this is his profile picture. I decided to make it for him. I still don't know if he's seen it yet, but yeah, let me know if you have, my brother. If you haven't already, please like the stream, and we're gonna get started. Looks like we got one viewer right now. Let's try to get some viewers up there. We're trying to get people to watch the stream, so you know, likes, little emojis, interactions, comments, anything you guys can throw out there. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and do a poll, but let's decide what kind of poll would you rather see. Let me think about it. Let me noodle on it. I'm gonna do something really simple just because I can't think of it right now. So where's the chat? I got two monitors now, so I have a greater ability to see two things at once. Kinda. It's also a bit overwhelming. See if I can zoom in on that. Yeah, that's better. I know that's better for y'all. It's definitely better for me. Alright, so what we want to do is add a poll. And we're going to add, do you use AI for work? And it's going to be a yes or no. So we're opening the poll right now. So respond to the poll. Do you use AI for work? I do. I use AI for work. I use AI for play. I'd use AI for social if I could. But I have a wife and I love her very much. And she's all the social life I need. Love you, baby. Okay. So this is BritePegs. It is a Lite Brite simulator made with 3JS. But it's much more than that too, because on the surface this is just a game, and it would seem like just a game development project. But under the surface, there's actually a couple of cool web development things going on here. And we can take a look and see. I've added a new face for these buttons. Tell me if you guys like the face of these buttons. These are just emojis with a bloom effect. That's the text shadow, and you are able to assign it a color. And that's what it looks like. It looks like a bloom effect. It's pretty sweet. But this is how we are. And by the way, this button does exactly the same thing as this button. And this is how we're saving the game, basically. And we click the share button. And then I can post. By the way, as you can see, I updated the X icon. Looks like some of the other icons updated too, but yeah. I'm in the modern world now. So Elon Musk, if you're watching, we're good. Alright. So I can click that, and then it gives you this, and it's basically just you're posting a coordinates. It's saving in a MongoDB database. On the last video, I went in detail on how the code works under the hood. I'm just going an overview so that we can get everybody up to speed right now. So I can post this, which I will do, and then delete. I just realized you can't see what I just did, but that's fine. You'll be able to see it in just a second when I go to my Twitter. Go to my profile picture, and bam. And then the way that that works is the page where we are viewing this image actually has injected meta tags using middleware, and we are pinging a URL in the middleware that has this image that's been pre-rendered and saved in the database. Isn't that cool? So yeah, it makes all the difference with it popping out on your social media and being able to see it. And as of now, I haven't tested it on any of the other social medias. So what I need you guys to do right now is go to BritePegs.com and test on all the social medias, because if I find out there is a bug, I can fix it. Y'all, I have kids. I have a full-time job. I am not able to download all these social medias, nor do I want to. Help a brother out. Test the game. Alright, so that's just sharing. That's the old stuff. That's old news. Let's go on to some new news. Now, I'm sorry, you guys. I did a little bit of coding off stream. I do it sometimes, okay? Sometimes I like to code alone. Alright, it's natural. It's only natural. It's only natural. But let's see what I did. So I think there's a bug. I think that Mushroom Cow, one of the prominent BritePegs artists and subscribers to CodingThingsIRL, I think they pointed out that this bug existed, but I'm not sure. I have to go read it. They made an issue, so I'll have to go look and see if that's it. Nonetheless, we fixed it. So the issue was that when you visit this page, if you don't do anything, nothing will happen. And that's because the only time that things are added to the 3JS scene, only time these Lite Pegs are added to the 3JS scene, is currently when you're moving your mouse over the element. So the only thing that I did to fix that, let's go over to Visual Studio Code down below. Turn myself. I think I'm a little loud. I think it's a little off-putting. Yeah, that's a little better. Alright, so going down to the code, and I think even making it a little bigger for me. Let's see that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Alright, so the fix that I did is very simple. It's embarrassingly simple. It is in main.js. This is all we're doing right here. So in our init function, right here, we are going down the bottom of it, and I actually don't see it, so I must not have the changes pulled. I did it on a different computer. Makes sense that I did it off stream. Did it on a different computer, right? But I'm pulling the changes now. Open source. Good to see you, brother. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being a part of the 1,000 subs, or the 1,000 follows, excuse me, on Twitter/X. More on that later. Alright, so pulling the changes. Okay. Taking a little longer than normal. Woo. Party emojis, my brother. Couple of scared emojis, but that's okay. That's okay. There's nothing to be afraid of. Alright. Now. Bam. I guess it was already updated. Alright, so you see this. Oh. Keyboard. Alright. So do you see this nonsense here? All we're doing is we're calling the handle main function just at the end, passing in a fake event. Shamefully, right? But it works. It works. Why? Why not? And it took me 5 seconds. Less if you don't count the time I spent waiting for ChatGPT to load. It works. It gets the job done. It's very important that that works the way that it does. So, I believe I said this on stream, but if I didn't, I'll say it now. I have only a few more things that I want to do with this BritePegs game. The first one, I think, is more or less taken care of. I need you guys to go test it right now. Go to BritePegs.com and check the links with different social medias. Let me know if the other social medias have problems. If they do, I'll address them right away. And if they don't, we'll have a party. Alright. Now, sharing. That has been one of the most crucial things to me. Okay, sharing, for BritePegs, sharing and saving are the same thing. You must share your art to save it. Now, I think right now we're getting into playability, right? I think that when we look at what we've done so far with sharing, I think that we're in a place where we can call it okay. We're on a, we're on a different basis, right? We're in the phase of waiting on bugs. When we find bugs, we'll report them and we'll take care of it. So now we currently have taken care of one bug. Not that it's related to sharing. Well, it is kind of related to sharing. It's very important. When you share this thing and you don't see anything on the board, you might just click away. Or even on mobile, you actually have to touch it because there's no mouse movement. So that is less than ideal. So I had to fix that. Now let me go into the GitHub and see what kind of issues we have. I know I reported a couple of them. One of them I'm thinking of is completely benign, and I won't do it right now. It's the one at the bottom. Oh, okay, so that's the one that Mushroom. I agree with Mushroom on that one. And then we got the Hex Coder, which is somebody I'm not sure. This is a mystery person. I don't know this person. The Hex Coder. Thank you so much for your submission. So when I resolve an issue on GitHub, I like to make it as linky as I can. What do I mean by that? I like to link the commit that I did that fixed the issue. So let me find that right now. Alright, here's the commits. So we don't have this currently merged into main. We have two branches. And I am going to need to create a pull request. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. So I gotta go to new pull request. And I don't know why they do this, but the arrow for merging is backwards. It goes from right to left, which is, I guess, like a Japanese thing, maybe? I don't know. But anyway, the one on the right is the one that we are merging into the one on the left. So back to React is the one. And it's going to be huge. And there might be some issues. Anybody who's ever dealt with pull requests knows the nightmare that you have to deal with when you come in contact sometimes with a merge conflict. Merge conflicts keep developers like me up at night, and they are the bane of our existence. But if you're smart, kind of like I wasn't here, you can avoid them, and hopefully we'll just cross our fingers and hope that it's okay. All right, so back to React is a totally fine title. I'm going to create the pull request. Okay, you see this right here? This is no bueno. This is no bueno. It's saying that we have conflicting files. Okay. Now, as I'm looking at this, I can tell which ones I would want from which thing. So I'm just going to pop over to the GitHub desktop. And I'm going to try to do this here. I think I can do this here. Preview pull request. Let me see if I can bring this in so you guys can see it. I'm just sit here doing something for like a long time without you guys being able to see it. That'd be lame. There we go. Just gotta make it smaller. Copy. Paste. There we go. Okay, so now you guys can see my GitHub. Weepee. Alright, so I gotta go to branch and then preview pull request. Or was it something else there? Yeah, I'll do preview pull request. No, I can't. I guess I can't do that here. Well, let me switch over to main. I'm not sure. If I can't figure this out, then I'm not going to do this here. I've done this only in Azure Active Directory. Or Azure Git. Not here. Discard all of these changes. Hopefully it does. I don't think this is going very well. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and zap this. I'll do this later. I will do this later. There we go. Alright. At any rate, I need to find the commit that I did for the back to React branch. There we go. Awesome. Oh, that was easy. Okay, sweet. So I need to grab the link to the commit that fixed the issue. And so we're going to close it with this comment. So thank you for submitting this issue. Resolved with the following commit. And then I put a link to it. And then I'll give a little thumbs up. Awesome. Wait a minute, I meant to close with that commit. Hold on. And then I'll go ahead and just delete this one. There we go. Alright, so let's continue and do the next issue. So if I refresh this list, you can see that issue is gone off this list. So we'll do mushrooms issue right now. The cursor is not aligned with the pegs. Let's take a look at the poll. Do you use AI for work? We got 2 votes and 100% yes. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Okay, so Mushroom has discovered that the peg will appear at the bottom of the at the bottom of the, not exactly where you're pointing. It's just off slightly. Shouldn't be too bad to fix. But let's take a look and see if we can recreate it first. First thing I'm gonna do is close everything that's not the issue. Got to pin the issue, that way I don't lose it. Pin BritePegs. Check out the stream. If you haven't already, make sure you like the stream. Make sure you share the stream, possibly. Methinks you might want to share, or if you could, it'd be pretty sweet. And what's the other thing? Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. The channel is called CodingThingsIRL. I'm trying to code things IRL. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way though. Sometimes I end up doing more talking. Should I change the name of the channel to Talking IRL? What do you think? The channel is called CodingThingsIRL. Rip. I don't know, can you blame me? It's actually the talking videos that, you know, when you put the effort to versus the output, the talking videos are way more worth it. But I like to code. And some people really like to see it. Anyway, whatever. Food for thought. Food for my thoughts, I guess. Probably not yours. This isn't exactly something that should keep you up at night. But for me, I always gotta wonder about stuff like that. My brother had a similar experience. My brother tried to make a chemistry channel. Change it to coding games. That's a good idea. That is a good idea, my brother. I think you've had other really good ideas as far as YouTube goes and what people want to see on YouTube. Are you in marketing, brother? You might be in marketing. If you have really good ideas about what to do on YouTube, you might be in marketing. If you can call a massive failure a win in some way, you might be in marketing. Not that you're doing that. Marketing or a politician. Either or. But yeah, no. A lot of brilliant marketing people out there. And yeah, very lucrative career. There's never going to not be a need for marketing. So, all right, we got some more polls. Let's go to the poll. Do you use AI for work? Use a little AI every now and then. And we have 4 votes right now. Coming in with 75% of the votes, that's 3, if you can do any kind of basic math, is yes. Followed by no at 25% of the vote, which is 1. Again, basic. All right, so let's check out the game. BritePegs.com. So this is a saved image right here. It's saved in a MongoDB database, but it's also saved as a picture. And in the meta tag, we're pinging a route on the MongoDB, the Express.js backend, pulling from the Mongo database the image, or it's cached, and we're displaying it right there in front of you. I don't know why I think that's so cool, but I guess it's because of how bad it was before it. Just showing a URL here and it not having any image associated to it, yeah, that didn't work very well at all. You can go to the game right now. It's called BritePegs.com. Go to BritePegs.com, check out the game, and play the game, share your artwork. I'm going to make a public web page pretty soon. You can share your artwork on there. I think that's going to be a major sticking point. We'll have people, you can vote which art is the best art. I think I'll do a live stream on that soon. I might start doing that now. That's going to be a big thing. That's going to take me away from my kids today. I don't think I want that. I'll be honest with you guys. I kind of want to play with my kids tonight. Maybe have like a drink or something. You know, just take it easy. It's a Sunday. I have to work tomorrow. But anyway, for right now, we have to fix this issue. So we have an issue on GitHub that we're dealing with. And in a nutshell, the pegs appear below the mouse. It sucks. Alright, but let's see what we can do about it. Alright, so here's the image. Alright, so I'm not seeing it right now. Oh, there it is. I see it now. This might be the issue that is being had. Or possibly it's the opposite thing. That actually makes it nicer. Okay. I'm having trouble reproducing it, if I'm being honest. So I got circle. Let me try to start from scratch. You know, I've had this where I change it and then I change it back, and then it does a behavior, but no. It's possible that the issue is resolved. possible. Hold on. I mean, it feels great right now. Feels great right now. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna post a comment on this one. Okay. Made an attempt to reproduce. Was unsuccessful initially. Will make further attempts / keep an eye out for the issue while working on other stuff. If you see the issue again and have more info on how to repro, let me know. Thank you for posting the issue. I give them a heart. All right. Well, we'll just leave it open. It's unresolved, and it will remain unresolved for the moment while we fix other stuff, and we will come back to it, I guess. There's no sense in beating my head against one issue if there are other issues, and there are other issues. There are several other issues that I would like to address. There's one big issue that I really want to address, and that is, from time to time on me, the game does crash if it's been open for too long. So I'm going to Hail Mary this, and I'm going to see if this is an issue that ChatGPT can just solve. I'm going to give it the relevant components, but here, we'll see how it does, right? So here's what we'll do. I'm in Visual Studio Code. I'm just going to open a new file, just a text file, and that's it. I don't need to save it or anything. Now I'll start here. Let's see, we've got 300 lines. I'll just do it. I think it's going to be too much, but whatever. So this is going to be, the first section is going to be first part of the code, and then this is going to be the other part of the two relevant parts of the code. Okay, this is renderer.js, which I have to open up now. All right, and that is under public, and functions, renderer. There it is. All right, copy that bad boy and paste them here. A lot of lines here, but I think you can do it. Hold on. What, empty lines? What is that? Move this over. Can't really see. There we go. All right. So go to the home, and we'll write here main.js. Game keeps crashing after either a period of time or after so many pegs have been added. So let's see, this is the ChatGPT challenge. Can ChatGPT do this type of thing? I'm not so sure. All right, let's see. Go. So I'll add one more detail here. That's a good idea. I like the idea of handling it. Let me see. So we got init. What's different about it? Oh, the init renderer function. WebGL context loss. Well, I'm wondering in general if that, if I can get that to fire anyway. I mean, what exactly is it doing when that's lost? I don't see it doing anything. Let me see. Okay, yeah. So let's see if we can get that event to fire. So this is gonna be fun. All right. So we're going into main.js, and in the what is it? Somewhere where we're initializing web GPU. I think it's init. Here, I'll just look for the init function. Down here. Right here, and then down here we can call this. Actually, no, we can only call that after renderer is returned. So let's find renderer. State.renderer is after init renderer. So we've got the event listeners. I think this is a fine place to put it. And it is a property of state at this point. So state.renderer.dom element. And I would like to see this as an alert for now. All right. So this is Reacty, and we have to build it. And I have a nice little script here, npm run dev. I intend to try to make it to where this will listen and on a port and serve the React app from static, but man, I just don't want to make the effort to set that up. I feel like it's going to be a big pain in the butt. All right. No more votes on the poll. Be sure you answer the poll. Do you use AI for work? Do you use it? It's okay to use it. Using AI for work is nothing to be ashamed of. I use it for work. I use it for play. I use AI every day. Although it's not really AI. I guess it is. It's artificial. It's just artificial, basically. Alright. If I didn't already tell you guys, we hit 1,000 followers on Twitter. And thank thank you to everybody who follows on Twitter. If you're not already followed on Twitter, go follow on Twitter. I was thinking about going live there and seeing what that's like, especially on days. I think about it a lot when this stream is dead. So I'm currently thinking about it right now, if you know what I mean. Nah, that's all right. Don't forget to like the stream. Don't forget to subscribe. And let's continue. All right. So it's Reacty. I'm pretty sure we built it. So, yep, it's built and it's running locally. And what we want to see is an alert, but first we have to figure exactly how we're going to make this error happen. And it's going to be like, I don't know, this is probably going to help. Oh yeah, this will do it. See how it's going at a really low frame rate? That is not what we want. I already think I know how I'm gonna fix it. Well, so far so good. She's holding up at least. Oh, I think we may have lost her. Oh, nope, she's there. Cameras, I can't. The frame rate's so low, I can't, like, figure out where I am. Alright, still not. Here, let's start deleting some. I bet you that'll do it. It just kind of becomes bad. Which is bad, so, I mean, this is a bug right here. I mean, the game is currently unplayable for me, so if we were looking for a bug, I'd say we found one. I'd say we found one. Yeah. But there's no alert, so that's bad because that means that we can't, like, test one of these fiery solutions, like, oh, we're gonna fire it and then it's just gonna reload the game or something like that. No, we actually have to go in and fix the actual problem. We're gonna have to fix it today, unfortunately. I can leave that up for a little bit and see if we do get an alert, but I am gonna move on from it. This one's looking a little slow. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna try again. Let's make some different colors. How do we make it as noisy as possible? I think if we make it completely red and completely blue, I might just move this. I'm gonna move this off screen because this is serious seizure warning right here, and I don't want anybody getting hurt. Yeah, good call. That's hard to look at. But again, it's still working, as in it's not crashing. This one is also not crashed, and it even still works to some degree. Okay, performance. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, well, we were able to crash the game. That's what it looks like right there. So, now that we have this, I'm going to look in the console. Alright. I don't see anything in the console, which is unfortunate because I thought there was some kind of message that we could see, but I don't literally see nothing, and that's not good. But whatever, like I said, I'm pretty sure I know how to fix this. For one thing, we could never make this kind of thing perform the way it does, and I want to prove this if we didn't have our preview event going. So let's see if we can prove that. I'm going to go over to the main.js right here. And where's the preview event? Where's that at? Yeah, it's going to be this mouse move event right here. That's going to make it tough to play, but we're not trying to play it. We're trying to debug it. Alright. So my theory right now is that when I disable this event, that there will be no performance issues whatsoever. Now I hope I'm right, because it'll make the job a lot easier. But if I'm wrong, I have to face facts and deal with it, you know? Facts don't care about your feelings. Wow, we're still building. Okay. Alright. Time to put my money where my mouth is, huh? Not really, I mean, I did. Well, there's still a preview there. I wonder why I still get that preview. That's weird. And there's still performance issues, if I'm being honest. But the game never becomes unplayable at this state. Just really bad. Just really bad. But really bad is not good enough, too. Really bad is not good enough. Alright, so we'll see what our options are at this point. We're going to go for the simplest at first, just so we can get a solution out there. But first thing I want to do is just completely get rid of the preview thing. And I think I'm going to cheat a little bit. So I'm going to go to renderer.js, which is under functions. And when I say I'm going to cheat, I'm just going to set this to it's never preview. Or actually, I'll do even one better. If it's preview, if not it's preview, return. Don't even do anything. Don't even do anything. That's weird. Alright, yeah, so I gotta compile this bad boy again, but I think I can just, yeah, no, I'll just do this. npm run dev. Alright, so if you haven't heard, the game is called BritePegs. You can go play it right now. It's a pixel art game kind of thing. You can share it, and that's how you save your game. And I just realized that creating a little bit of instructions on the game would be pretty sweet. So we're currently connected, and let's see. Let me make sure I'm showing the right window here. Oh, I still have my GitHub up over this. Oops. I closed that. There we go. All right. Okay. Double check this time. Alright, we're good. We're playing the game now. Alright, so a little bit of a problem. And I think I have the opposite of what I need. That's the problem. So actually I wanted to return if it is preview. Oops. So we'll npm run dev it again. If you guys haven't already done so, make sure you like the stream. Make sure you respond to the poll. Do you use AI for work? No shame in using AI for work. 5 votes on the poll. Thank you for answering the poll. That's one more yes for AI for work. So we got 60-40. 60, 40. Out of 5 votes, still anybody's game. Make sure you vote now. And make sure you subscribe to Coding Things IRL. And it looks like we're running again, so let's go ahead and check out the game. Alright. No more previews, that's what we want. Alright, let's start making circles. Still pretty bad, right? This is not a desirable this is not desirable here. I'm running a few things, but I have, you know, RTX 3050 graphics card. I should absolutely be able to handle this. Hey brother, I just wanted to let you know I didn't get into any of your streams lately because of my long vacation. Gotta go now. See, no worries, man. That's actually causing my whole computer to mess up. Yeah, no worries. Enjoy yourself. Honestly. You have no obligation to join this stream. Although I appreciate it and you're awesome. Okay. Guys, thanks so much for watching. We got 6 people watching right now. Let's get some art requests. Let me pin that right now. Submit your Lite Brite art request right now, and I'll draw it for you, and I'll even post it on my Twitter for you. So submit your request, and we'll make pretty pictures together, or something. I don't know, whatever you guys want. Smiley, broken up smileys. All right. Pin that. There. And I'll just leave that the way that it is. People are gonna think I have something wrong with me. And I do. They would be right. I do have something wrong with me. Yeah. Alright, so the game. BritePegs. The broken version. Can I get a heart for BritePegs? Alright, so we made Mr. DSA here. And he looks good. He really does. He really does. I thought about this, but I'm not really sure. Adding a circle around it. Because the thing does have a circle in the picture, but I like it. Here, let me refresh it. I have it saved, so I can just refresh it as many times as I want. No big deal. And yeah, what do you think? What do you want me to draw? What kind of thing would you want me to draw? Let's look at some other arts right here. So I post a lot of my arts on Twitter and a couple that some subscribers have done and one my wife has done. There's the one that you see in front of you right there. And let's see what else we got. What else do we got? What else we got? This one, I love this one. My wife made this one. Check it out. Pretty sweet, huh? It's a kitty cat on the moon. Moo. Or meow. So, pretty sweet. What else? Oh, clownfish. Made clownfish. Submit your art request now, and I'll draw anything on BritePegs.com. I can draw anything. Challenge me. Challenge me. But also go easy on me. Also go easy on me. I am not an artist. I am a coder. Speaking of coding, now we did not get the performance to the level that we wanted. And what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to get a base performance. I'm trying to fill this up with all the pegs, right, without the preview, so I can see, does it actually, you know what I mean, does this fix the problem? And it doesn't. It doesn't fix the problem at all. So, there are a couple of other things that we can do. And one of them is kind of shameful, but it's kind of only the first thing that we have to do. So, this is a multi-step plan. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to reduce the number of pegs on the board. And I was looking, and I don't think that we need that many. And maybe even in the future we can make it configurable. But right now it's going to be a cheap way to get the assets on the screen down. And there's another thing that we'll also do. But stick around and we'll see what that is. And the first thing we want to do is we want to go into our geometries. Okay, so we have number of rows, number of columns. X coefficient, Y coefficient. So the first thing we're going to do right now is change the number of rows and number of columns. We'll cut them by a number. I'm not going to attempt to do math on this. 104. It's not really, it's halfable, 52. And then 52, 26. So what's 26 of? Let's see. Hold on, I can do it in Chrome so you guys can see it. That doesn't matter, whatever. 26 divided by, what is that? 104. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. It's 25%. So that's all well and good. So that's, what is it, 78? And then this one, 25% of 64, it's gonna be 16, right? Yeah. So 64 minus 16 is 48? Is it? Yeah, I guess it is, 48. Alright, so with just those two changes, let's see what it's like compiling this. And I just realized how lame it is that we have to compile this every time now that it's a React app. I'll have to figure out something to do. And it's going to have something to do with, I gotta do take a peek at the React app package JSON. If there's any clues in there for how we can do it. Alright, here it is. So we have React scripts. That's going to be the key. So React scripts start is how we are able to listen on port 3000. So we'll have to look into the React code and see exactly what that's doing, because we on the server we're running PM2, so whatever we would have to do would have to be runnable in that PM2 instance. But that's for a later stream. Like I mentioned, it's a rabbit hole I don't intend to step in at the moment. Alright, I believe we're done compiling. I hope we are. Take forever. Yeah, okay, so refresh. I guess that's all we had to do. There's another shameful thing that we can do with this. But let's see what we have. Okay, yeah, we have to do a couple more things. But let's see. Still pretty bad at rendering. Still pretty bad at it. Alright, we gotta think of what we can do here. I don't think it has to be this way. I really don't. I think we need a major structural overhaul. Alright, so in the renderer, we have this loop here that runs in animate, which is just is a loop that you get from 3JS. It's how we're integrating. So that draw board gets called, okay? Now we have pegs that we're passing in here, okay? Now if it comes from state, but I was kind of thinking if we're also passing in history, then we can compare the history and not call this function possibly. But that's the function of is dirty. Do you know what I mean? Let's go to draw board and see if we're calling it more times than we think. Not length. Also, I have to go into my build directory and make this change because this is I think what I'll do is I'll side by side this. Yeah, I'll up and down it. That sounds good. Alright, so down here I want everything but, let's see, what do we want here? I think we're good here, so we can close everything but geometries. We're fine. We don't have to worry about that stuff. We got geometries open, and we need to... I lost my train of thought for a second. The console log happens in renderer. Okay, I'm confused because of the duplicity. The duplicity is confusing me. It's disorienting me, to be more exact. Okay, but we got JS functions and then renderer. Okay. The top is going to be build function, and the bottom is going to be the other one, right? Top is build, bottom. I want it the opposite, actually, though. How do I do that? I always do it on accident. I can never do it on purpose. There we go. Alright, so the bottom one is build, right? Yeah. And the top one is public. Perfect. Alright, so here in the animate function, or no, in the draw board function, we want to do the console log here. There we go. Now I don't have to compile it. Now I can just refresh it. Alright. So F12. No user messages. Only one draw board. See that? That's going to be a little bit more complicated than I thought. Wow, okay. Well, that's why we do the testing, you know? That's why we do the testing. As a matter of fact, I don't even think it's worth it to try to get rid of the or try to reduce the size of it. I mean, we can, that's fine, but it might be better to not do that. Alright, so I saw that ChatGPT had another suggestion, and it was something called pooling, something about pooling. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? If you're new around here, make sure you like the stream. Make sure you subscribe for more coding things in real life content. We got a poll going. Make sure you answer the poll. Do you use AI for work? Do you use it? Send a heart in the chat. Do a party thing in the chat. Do a 100 in the chat. Do it all in the chat. And don't forget about the poll. Also, submit your art requests. I'm handling art requests. Meaning I'm drawing them. I'm going to draw them. This one is from my wife. Can you see that? It's beautiful. Here, let me refresh it because I vandalized it. There we go. Kitty on the moon. Here. I have an idea. I want to figure out exactly how many pegs will cause this issue. If I do that, then we can maybe just throw an alert that says, hey, you know what I mean? You're in the danger zone. Proceed at your own risk. The game might crash. Save it. Save it. That's what I'll do. Because then at least people have been warned. Alright, but let's look at the instance pooling thing. Let's see how hard that's gonna be. Seems kinda crazy. Oh, it's not been released. Oh, it's a pool. Okay, so alright, well, I'm just gonna jump in and try this. So this is called Peg Pool, and I'm gonna add this into renderer.js. And close out of the build one. All the way down here is where I'm gonna add it. And I'll just go ahead and export it here. That's all I'll do for now. So this is going to be I feel like create peg is going to need a little bit more than that. Let's see. Did they give an example of calling create peg? Because I don't. Yeah, no, see. Oh, get peg. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, Still no. Huh. Proper cleanup of event listeners. Okay, where are we doing that at? Cleanup. How does release peg? I think this is not a good solution right here. Honestly, I don't think this is going to work. We're going to have to do a lot of work to make this different. It's going to be a lot of work. I'll tell you what we have to do. Okay, this is kind of ridiculous right here because I don't think this works. Why would I be pushing to the pool when I'm releasing it? What would that do? That's not a complete example. Yeah, that sucks. That's not good at all. Yeah, I don't like that as a solution. How's that gonna work? Honestly, how is that gonna work? Yeah, that's silly. I gave that too much input, and that's not a good solution at all. So there you go. You give it too much input, and it doesn't give you a good solution at all. That's not how you use it. That is not. If you only try to use ChatGPT like that, yeah, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work at all. Alright, so let's try to figure out something that will work. Basically what we have to do is we have to figure out the solution our own selves. So that was just a Hail Mary solution. Next thing I want to do right now is console log so I can see how many pegs are on the board when it starts to act a little jittery. Okay? For me, I assume I have an average setup or something. Actually, it performs better on my phone somehow. I don't know how that works, but it works better on my phone. My 3 or 4 year old phone. Who knows? It's a pretty good phone, but it's 3 or 4 years old. This laptop is much newer. The GPU is newer than the phone. Alright, so what are we gonna do? So I need to figure out how many pegs are on the board at the moment that it starts to act jittery. So in renderer, in the draw board function, all I'm gonna do is every time I draw it, I'm just gonna console log pegs.length. I can't see over this stupid message. There we go, finally. All that for a console log, huh? Yeah, I'll go back into the build. I don't want to have to keep doing that again. So, renderer again. And right here in draw board, instead of draw board, pegs.length. Alright. Probably should have just done that from the beginning, but what are you gonna do? I want to give it a fighting chance, so let me close some of those windows out of there. Seeing a lot of messages there, that's crazy. Oh, it's not running anymore, that's good. All we have to do is node mon must not have that installed here on this computer. Okay. Alright, so we are connected. Okay. I think I lost my window for you guys. Hold on. Let me give it this one. I'm gonna close out all of them, just in case. Well, I guess I have to leave that one. Open source. Sorry to disturb you in the middle of your work, but I was wondering if there is any AI exists which generates game models, because I was making a lot of work with effort. So I have heard of their last I heard of it, it was in development. A AI model that would generate a 3D model, much like what you would get out of Blender or the Unreal Engine. And it is a lot of work, and it takes a lot of time to learn it. But once you do learn it, it is like one of those things where it's like second nature to you. It's not second nature to me yet, but I could easily see, you know, with a little bit of practice and doing it every day, it could become second nature. But no, I don't think that there exists any AI models right now that do that. And I can't wait. You know what I mean? I can't wait. That's too big. It's covering me up. Oh my god, that's better. Yeah, I haven't seen those AI models yet. Alright guys, so don't forget to like the stream and subscribe if you haven't already. And the channel's called CodingThingsIRL. I do coding IRL. Get it? And yeah. Let's see, hold on. Yeah, I wish that they had that out. They say it's gonna be soon, but I don't believe them. I'm very vocal about this, where I believe the state of AI is, and I don't think it's very good. I think that OpenAI lost their heavy hitters, unfortunately. They're not blameless, though. They're not blameless. Anybody knows who I'm talking about. Just strange stuff with that company, you know what I mean? Just strange people doing strange things. And I don't personally understand it. It's like, you know what I mean? You got what's probably projected to be at some point the most valuable company in the world. You know what I mean? If you don't mess it up, and it kind of seems like they're gonna mess it up. They're just doing such weird stuff, like the weird ritual chant and stuff. I guess that's kind of a company thing, but it just seems so weird. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, so if you want to make a game like House of Dead, you know, you're probably looking at thousands and thousands of 3D objects. They're very highly detailed. And there's AI. So this AI is a prime reason why you want to go with Unreal Engine for your game engine. It's just there's just so much work that it cuts out. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you could definitely sit there and make your own game engine for something like that.
but man, it would take way too long for a sophisticated game. Now, I'm not talking about those nifty games where you're like, you're made of light or something, and like they have these really cool shaders. Those are sweet. Make your own game engine for those kind of things. But as far as like, if you want to make House of Dead, called House of Dead, yeah, a realistic like horror game, you gotta go with Unreal Engine. We're gonna be going to Unreal Engine pretty soon. I might try to make a horror game in time for Halloween. I think we could do it. It'd be seasonal, right? I think that we could do it. It took me 2 months to make this game, with very little experience and very little commitment, to be honest. Alright. So back to the, what we're doing here. As soon as I remember. Okay, so all I'm doing is console logging the length of the pegs so that I can see when it starts to get a little, laggy. I'd say it starts out kind of laggy. That's just my computer though, isn't it? Alright, so I'll start small here. Well, let's do 18 on the width. Alright, nothing wrong there at all. Alright, it's laggy there. See that? That's pretty laggy right there. I'm wondering if I delete them, does that make it less laggy? And it kind of does. I'd say that's unacceptable right there. And if we can only put that many pegs on the board, we're in trouble. You know what I mean? That's going to be a problem for us. Let's see what we can do. You're just gonna have to lower the standards, I guess, for playability. Let's see here. Let me re-enable the game as it was, because right now it's got like a weird thing going on. All right, so I want to get rid of the geometry thing. That's really all it is. Geometry, and the part where I have the preview disabled, that needs to go away. And I made that event which was suggested by ChatGPT. That didn't work. ChatGPT has been wasting me time today. I think the Primogen was right about it, which I hate saying. Alright, so we want to get an accurate test here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I mean it's still, I'd say it's not at risk of crashing like this, you know what I mean? I mean, that's the goal. If it crashes, we lose. If the game crashes, we lose. It almost makes me feel like we should save. We should do autosave. But I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't do autosave. Oh, I thought it was an advanced game. I thought it was newer. Yeah. Oops. Oh well. Alright, so we restored the game back to its normal glory. Except I still have to compile it again due to unforeseen whatever. I'm getting tired. Alright, npm run dev is the command there. That just, all that does is it builds the React app, and then it moves into here, and then it runs the, what do you call it, the Express.js server. So, I mean, it's just something to use to get by. Alright, here we are. Now we should be, okay, we're still building. Takes a little bit on my little laptop, but that's okay, guys. All right, I think we're ready. Here we go. There we go. There's the preview. Weather's turning. Alright. So I'm just trying to get an idea for exactly when it starts to become unplayable, pretty much. I'd say that's where I crossed the line. At least right here it feels like I'm moving it, kind of. It doesn't feel as frustrating. Let me take another one away. Yeah, I think I'll fire the warning at this level. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna actually redo this because I don't think that this is, alright, so I'll refresh. And I'm gonna add another 4 of those. And see, I just kind of want to see if it behaves the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'd say the performance is pretty much exactly the same, so that's good. This is going to be the point, so let's go to the console and see what number we logged. It's a pretty high number. It is a pretty high number. It seems like it's too high of a number. Do you think that's too high of a number? I want to do the math on that. What is the sum of the area of 4 circles with diameter of 30? Blah blah. So this is saying that the sum of the area of 4 circles with 30 should be 282,743, but I guess it should be 5. It should be 5. So we can go, what are we at? That's 4. So we can multiply times 5 divided by 4. And 3534 is that number. But I feel like we were just at 4,000. Was the number we were getting here. Well, that's closer to what we were at. This draw board function is being called constantly though. Do you see that? Do you see that? Well, that's not good. I'd say I mean, at least that's happening way too much. At least. So that's part of the problem. Alright, I know where that is. Okay. Let me make sure I'm in the wrong, the right file here. Not the wrong one. Alright. So, we're in render, it's modified. Let's go close out of it. Whenever I pull changes or commit them, I just like to close out of everything on Visual Studio Code. It's just a hole that I don't want to step in. If something is like open and not saved or something, it happens a lot to me, and it's dangerous. So that's my PSA for today. If you ever pull changes and you're working with VS Code, just close out everything. If you're using GitHub Desktop, I don't know what it's like when you're using other things, because that's all I use. So the language is JavaScript, and I'm dead. Yes, it's 3JS, which is a nightmare, honestly, but yeah. Anyway, we can optimize this further by making this go slower, basically. Or just stopping it. That would be ideal, is if we can identify where and when we can stop it. Alright, so in public, JS, functions, okay, we have the main JS function, and there's a refire somewhere happening. I think it's either here or the other one. It's here. Okay. And if we're doing a preview, if we have a preview on the board, then we do a set timeout. And it calls this function again. And I don't think we do want that. Let's see what happens when I disable that. Just get rid of it altogether now. We're running a React app here, so we have to compile. And again, I have to find a way to run the server and the React app listening for changes like it does in the React script start. I probably just have to change the port and point to the static directory, but I don't think you get an HTML in the static. Maybe you do. I don't know. It's not worth it. Alright, so we should be getting a lot less console logs. That's what we should be seeing. And some weirdness with the previews. We'll see what's going on. See how the little pegs, they don't clean up? But you see the performance is actually better. We can actually add a lot more pegs. And right there was, I'd say, when the performance went bad. So let me drop that off, that preview right there. I think I know what I'm gonna do. So I don't think we want it to be if is preview. We want to check the state and see if we have any previews left on the board. That's going to be the condition that we're really checking. So let's prompt this by saying, I always prompt with variable names like this. Let preview on board, previews, here, hold on. Num previews on board. And I'll break the line so we can see what it gave us. State.pegs.filter, and then we are filtering by the is preview. Yes. So we'll run this while there are previews on the board. And hopefully we'll be able to I don't see any reason why we shouldn't create a fake event here, to be honest. Because I think that's part of the reason that we are not seeing the right behavior, is because whenever I hover off of the there's a later part of this, I forget which function, but whenever I hover off of it, it'll return false. Anyway, just trust me. This is just how we're gonna hack this code right now. I kind of like this, like this. I think I like this, like this. That'll work for now. Okay, and I see the node mon working, but that's useless for us right now because we're not making changes to our Express server. We're making changes to our React app. And yeah, if you haven't already heard me say it a million times, I don't know how to do that setup. So, gotta suffer. Gotta suffer for my ignorance. If you like ignorance, make sure you subscribe to CodingThingsIRL. And speaking of which, let's go to the poll. We got 8 votes on the poll. Thank you for voting. If you haven't already voted, vote now. Do you use AI for work? And so far, it's pretty close, actually. We got 62% of the vote for yes. Yes, you do use AI at work. And 38% of you do not use AI at work. So, vote now. Let us know. Do you use AI for work? Help me with the interactions. Send a heart in the chat. Do something in the chat. And here, I'll give you guys some hearts. Those are some laggy hearts for me. Sounds like a country song. My laggy heart. Alright, how's the stream performance? Can we get a status check? Let's do a status check. If you haven't already liked the stream, subscribe to CodingThingsIRL if you like coding content, or if you like BritePegs.com, the Lite Brite simulator that we're creating and improving right now. Alright, so let's see this improvement. Let's see what kind of effect it has. Let's see if it improves our performance and deals with some of those issues that we're having. Some nasty issues. Alright, as you notice, it's actually still... It's not having the effect that I thought it would. I'll be honest. So let's see. peg user data as preview. That should be good. Maybe it didn't like that I probably didn't like that I broke it. I wonder if that came through as an undefined. Tricky JavaScript. They say that you can break on punctuation in JavaScript, but I'm not sure if that includes the assignment operator. I don't really know. So for me, it's better for me to just be better safe than sorry. Go ahead and retry it and see where it takes us. And yeah, I'm probably about to break down and do that reactive thing. This sucks. I'll probably do it off stream. Not getting a lot of traction on this stream. Guys, make sure you subscribe. I'm dying not getting any subscribers. Probably just need to move on to another project. I probably just need to hold this project, say howdy doody, and then move on. What do you guys think? What do you guys think that the next project should be? Let me know in the chat. What kind of game do you want, or what kind of website, or whatever do you want to see? I can do it all. And we can do it all together on CodingThingsIRL. Alright. So okay, here we are. I don't think it's working. It just looks disabled here. All right, let's go in the source here. All right, we're able to see the code over here. Try to make that bigger for y'all. Okay. Yep, there it is. What are we passing into that event, or as that event? Also, if I just use the regular event, will it work? Because it seemed like, you know what I mean? Like, is that what broke it, or is it the other thing that broke it? Now that I think about it, when I don't have the event, I don't have the mouse position at all, so I don't know. Let's just try this. Alright, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm gonna figure out how to do this real quick. So let me CD into app. And when I do, I should be able to see a static folder somewhere. So when we do npm run start, let's see, where are we at? So we're in public here, and I think somewhere outside of this we're gonna get a static folder. It's build static. Maybe that's it. Maybe we just set our port to something other than, I'm just gonna go for it then. Alright, so in the node, in the package JSON file, we got our npm run dev. Oh, that's the wrong one. Hold on. It's got to be the server one. So where we have npm run build, we'll just instead say npm run start. Hopefully that'll work. I mean, why not be optimistic about it? Alright, so I gotta go back into the server directory. And now I gotta run npm run dev. Sorry, I almost had a stroke there. Alright, how are we doing on the stream? We got 5 likes on the stream. No more answers on the poll. Submit your poll answers whenever you can. You know, whenever you get some availability, I guess. Alright, I see that we are currently done there. So I'm posting on Twitter. Oh man, the React app just kicked my butt. Alright, I can see where that's not going to work. So, let me go into the React app. There we go. We just specify a little port there. I don't know if we have to install. I don't think we have to install after that. So I'm just going to run npm run dev again. And I think that will be the ticket. That will bind to port 3001 so that we're free to run that and the oh dang. Alright, let's see. We're gonna have to Google it. Submit your BritePegs art request right now, and I'll draw whatever you want. Keep it appropriate, but I'll draw whatever you want. You know, I'm not the best artist in the world, but I'll do my best. I'm not the best, but I'll do my best. I posted on Twitter. You guys, if you're out there and you want to be in here, let me know if you have any art requests, and we will straight away draw whatever you want. Maybe you want me to draw a kitty. Maybe you want me to draw a balloon. Maybe you want me to draw a kitty on a balloon. Submit your art request now. Also respond to the poll. Do you use AI for work? There's no shame in using AI for work. And by the way, the poll is anonymous. Alright, so we need to see the real way to do this. We need to see the real way to do this, because this is not correct. Alright, let's go over here. Excuse me. Alright, so we want to start a React app on a different port, which I know will happen by default if you're already running on a port, but we're not already running on a port. Okay, this is what we have to do in Windows. And it's important that we don't... This is only the dev, alright? We're never going to run this in production because it won't work. Alright? Can't run things that won't work. You can, but you're going to have a bad time. Alright, so hopefully right now we're going to have a good time. And let's run this. npm run dev now, not start. Alright, looks good. You can see there we're opening on port 3006 this time. And there it is. Alright, so ideally what will happen is we can make changes in this and then just refresh it and it'll just work. Ideally. Alright, so let's go to the public directory. I don't know if it works on the index.html. Let's find out. It works. So it compiled, and then it reloaded, and then we have these goofy comments at the top and bottom, or I assume they're there. But that works way better. I'm so glad that I took the time to learn how to do that, because that's absolutely going to be quintessential to the production. Not just like the production, but the productivity as well. Super win. Epic win, my friends. Alright, but now we need to test and see if our change is a good one. Let's do that. I would argue that that is not much of an improvement, if I'm being honest. It could be that, you know, because I'm running the server locally, that it's eating up more resources. Let's try to push it live, because I still think it's a pretty good change. So we'll commit this. I don't know if you can still see my GitHub. I gotta get rid of the console log though, because that's gonna cause some issue. Alright, so the console log. We'll just discard that file, no problem. I don't know if you can see this. There's another console log, okay, so open that with default program. Log. Not that one. That was fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. Is this really right? Hold on. That's not even the right file. Hold on. Wait, public? Yeah, public. So open that. Alright. Console. There it is. Okay, there it goes. I have a huge monitor and the text is huge too. Because it's supposed to be on a little phone. Supposed to be watching on a little phone. But But I guess these mobile streams don't do very good on the weekend. It makes sense, I guess. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. Y'all are probably on your desktops. That's probably what's going on. You guys are on your desktop and you don't care about this. This is hard to see. Oh well, I'll fix it next time. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Minor optimization. Just a really tiny one. You know what I mean? Pretty insignificant, if we're being honest about it. But it's good nonetheless. Nonetheless. Alright, so I'm going to go to my AWS EC2 instance, logging in on a different screen, which is more of a quirk than anything. I think there's nothing personal that gets displayed. At least I haven't had any problems yet. Guys, don't forget to like the stream if you haven't already. Go to BritePegs.com if you want to play this game. This is the game. It's pretty sweet. Alright. So I'm about to go ahead and deploy these changes right now. And I'm just connecting. AWS has this super cool, I mean, most of the major players in server, in cloud computing have these, but this is an web-based SSH terminal. And it's right here. It's pretty sweet. You can easily SSH into our server just from the browser. I don't have to download PuTTY or whatever. And it's kind of annoying at times. I wish they would fix some of the issues, like it's not easy to copy. And I also wish they would make it more seamless for uploading files. But it's a start. It's a good start. So we're in var www and we're in BritePegs.com. And we're going to sudo su and we're going to git pull. And this will pull the latest changes from GitHub. That's done. And we're on production, so we have to deploy a little bit differently. cd app npm run build for the production build. It's entirely possible to run the React app from here. I'm not sure if that would be good or not. I'm guessing no. I'm guessing it would not be good to serve the React app from here. You're not supposed to do that. It's not an SSR app. That's only for development. So you have been warned. Oops. And I think that's it. Alright, so let's go to BritePegs.com. Clean up the tabs here first. Alright, here we are at BritePegs.com. And we're refreshing. And there we go. Here's the changes. Let's see. There's some kind of bug where I can't control Z anymore. Sucks pretty hard. Here, let's
go back. I think all it is that the when the focus comes off of the control, it happens. But let's see. Let's see. All right. So now I'm Control Zing. My theory is that I'll be able to get rid of all of them. Yep. And then, except for that one sucks. That's an issue I'm about to have to deal with. It's a major playability issue. I seem to be having to press these twice for no reason. And that is annoying. I don't like this change. I'm going to roll this change back, to be honest. It's just, yeah. It's not worth it. Yeah. We're going to revert it. I'll push that, and then I go back over to my instance. And do the same thing again. Git pull. CD into app. And we'll do npm run build. Just let that run. So that's kind of sad. Yeah. Let's take a look at the change again and see why it didn't work correctly. So I'll do I'll revert the revert, and then what you can do, this trick with Git desktop, is you can undo the revert, and then that basically sets up like the commit. And just try it out. You'll see what I mean. Okay. So we made a change to main.js. And all it did was I see. Oh, well that's a big issue. Okay, so let me show you what I can't believe I missed that. Alright, ready? This is supposed to be a preview. Otherwise it puts down live pegs. And then I think it gets to 0 quicker too, and it's just wonky. The nice thing though is we can make this happen pretty quickly. If it stops, you know what I mean? Let's see. Where's the timeout at? Timeout milliseconds. So we have that at 100. Let's take that way down to 10. And we're definitely gonna have to test this because this is a big change. It's just reducing the we're 10xing the speed of the refire. It's pretty radical, but look, it's going to be more responsive, obviously. Does some pulsing there. I don't know if we like that. It's supposed to stop. I don't think it stops. Yeah, that's... Yeah, it's not stopping. Here, let's prove that it's not stopping.
we'll go into, where are we gonna go? Renderer. Let's see, do we have that up? No, we don't have it up. Alright, so we'll go into render, which is under public JS functions render. Okay. And now in this one, we'll just console log. Same thing we did before. Pegs.length. Okay. And we should be running the React app. We don't have to do all that mumbo jumbo anymore, which is great. Alright, so I'll make a big old circle. And I'm just gonna leave it there. And you see how you see that? Yeah, it's not what we want. That's not what we want. Okay, so when we make a shape, we call a function called draw shape in the shape class. That one returns a set of pegs. Alright? What I'm thinking right here is we want to return the number of preview pegs at some point, and then if the number of preview pegs that we have on the board is the number that we returned, that's when we're going to stop it. Okay? Does that make sense? Wait a minute. I just remember something. We have a remove stray pegs function somewhere. I think it's on main. Why don't we just try to do this? I'm gonna try this instead of the refire. Wait, where am I? That was on main, wasn't it? Pretty sure that's supposed to be on main. Oh, okay. It's imported from renderer. That's good. That's good. Alright, so that makes it easier for us to use the dirty. Hopefully it's already used. So remove stray pegs is going to be used instead of the refire. So let's find the refire right here. And I'm just going to call it indiscriminately. Should be compiled automatically. So, shouldn't be an issue. Alright, we don't have any art requests. You guys don't want to see anything drawn? You guys can think of something. A bird, another fish, maybe. Let's go, guys. Come on. What do you want to see drawn? Let me know. We'll draw it straight away. Straight away, mates. Alright. I'm about to stop beating this dead horse, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. Alright, what window am I showing? Alright, this one. Bam. So, the remove stray pegs. I'm running it
Same problem. Loud noises outside. Same problem. You know what? All right, I don't think that the stream is in the cards for today. Or we got one or two things. I'll tell you what, we'll do one thing. One thing that I know we want to do. And that is, I want to add the undo and delete buttons. So, where we have share, not undo and delete, undo and redo as buttons. So where we have the share, probably just right underneath it, we'll have undo and redo as buttons. So very simply, with Copilot, it would be very simple. I do want this, except I want it to be if is preview like it was, not changing it at all. It is a worthy change. It just, probably on a different stream when there's more interaction, more interest in the subject. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. You're missing a little curly there. We'll see. Alright. So, we'll get rid of this too. That's unnecessary. Bandwidth. And then finally, we have a 10 up here that needs to be a 100. That's the timeout milliseconds. I mean, shoot, we can even make it slower. Let's make it slower. That'll improve on something. Maybe not so dramatic. 150. Maybe we can even go slower on it. As long as it doesn't just sit there. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think that's as far as we want to take it, to be honest. It's weird that it doesn't feel like the other one is anyway, whatever. That's as far as we'll take that. Okay? And then undo and redo buttons. Undo and redo buttons. All I have to do is modify the GUI down here. Oh, look. I didn't even have to ask it. And then another thing I want to do too is in the React app, we have all of this, but I also want to copy to clipboard. Yeah, I have share URL here. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Okay, so I'll set it to that. Yeah, we'll use an alert for now. I don't need to say which one. because it's going to be obvious which one, because we're going to display it in a text field, and it's going to be nifty using React. All right. So we already got it set there. Be below this div, actually. I'm going to use a clipboard, paperclip emoji. Or no, clipboard. There we go. You guys use emojis when you code? Sometimes it's quicker than getting an icon, so I like to use an emoji. Guys, it looks like 62% of you, 62% of 8 people use AI for work, and 38% of you do not use AI for work. Respond to the poll now. Respond to the poll. Respond to the poll. Please respond. Please respond to the poll. Lord, can you respond to the poll? Where is everybody? Gosh, I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Oh, we got another response to the poll. It looks like a no. I think. No, it was another yes. 67. I'm not even sure what that was. Anyway, 67% now. Must have been a no. Must have been a no. 33% no. With 9 votes. 33% of 9 is 3. So we got 3 and 6. 3 and 6. 6 if you use AI, 3 if you don't. That's a pretty unexpected distribution. It's unexpected to say the least. Let's see what this looks like. It's gonna look weird. Let's give it a class. What's nice about this is, yes, I don't have to worry about callbacks or any of that crappy React stuff, which I think they fixed, but let's see. Big Boss, Kyle, Kamile. I mean, I use AI the most efficient way to gather infos mostly. Of course, how about you, brother? I use it to do most of my job. Actually, no, I use it a lot more than just for productivity. Sometimes it helps me with something I literally don't know. I rely on it a lot, which is probably bad. Like, watch this. I'll do CSS here. I'll actually just do the CSS in line. So let's do. Oh, by the way, this has to be class name. Let's do the CSS here with the style. Here's React, so we have to open it like that. And we want more than just the width. We're going to see other things happening there. Put that up. Yeah, I think that's good. That looks good.
it's already an input, so I think that everything else will be culminating to make a good looking input. Alright, let's just see what it looks like. Alright, so we click this to see that. I can't see it. I think it's not able to ping the server or something. Let's see. Or it's trying to reach to BritePegs.com or something. I don't know. I may just push it, which I don't recommend. Be nice if I could at least see it. What do we got? Yeah, we're confusing it with the running on one port and yeah. So let's get rid of that. All right, go to. Alright, we'll just change this. Actually, no, we don't even have to do that. We don't even have to do that. All we have to do is go into app. Let's do npm run build to make the build, and then we will wait here for a second because it does take a few seconds. So while you're waiting, you can go over to BritePegs.com and play this amazing game. And there are some bugs, but we're working them out. We're working them out. BritePegs.com is like, I don't know, like a Lite Brite simulator. And you can make cool art with it. I'd say right about there is where it starts to get a little bit weird performance, but if you're drawing something, if you're not just goofing off and filling it up with circles, bright circles like me, you might have a better time than this. Also, we're taking art requests, so submit your art requests now, and if there's time, we'll do it. Alright, looks like we're done building, so let's run it. What is it? npm, no, node, just node, index.js. Alright, we got the Mongo message. Alright, let's see where we're at with this game. Head over to localhost 3000 this time. This time we're being served from the server, which may have a performance implication. I'm not sure. But there it is. Let's click the share button. I like it. Only thing I want is a tooltip on the copy button, and then I think we're good. We're in business, huh? And then also, yeah, the messages. Let's see. I don't want to be lazy about that message. Lazy about that message. So this is how we'll set the URL. Okay. Let's just do this. We'll do set. We'll do set MSG for this one. And this one we'll do set share URL. No big deal. It's fine if there's a little bit of repetition. It's okay if we're not very dry. Just a little dry, you know what I mean? But here for the rest of for all of the components that we're calling, we'll have to
pass that in. I don't even see them. I must be minimizing something somewhere. Where is it? There it is. Okay. So I think really quickly I can just do a string search and replace on these. Share URL with MSG. Oops. Forgot the little curlies. Never forget the curlies. Never forget the curlies. You'll regret it. I guarantee you'll regret forgetting the curlies. Alright, so now we got MSG there. And we're free to use the URL here in the input that we have down here. I don't change the font family Courier. That's my favorite font, Courier. Is it not like, oh, right. We're on React, so we have to do the camely there. Font family, the camely font family, and then get rid of that, and that should be the way to do it. I also want to make the button here a little bit bigger. There's some style on this one too. Alright, that'll probably do. Tough to read this like this. I guess that's what CSS sheets are for. But whatever. We don't have very much code here. Oh, I have to, yeah. I'm gonna open up a new terminal actually, because I don't have to stop this. Alright, so I go into app, and we'll do PM run a build this time. Alright, so on the poll, we got 60%, 7%. That's 6 votes for yes, you do use AI at work. And 3 votes, no. Vote now if you haven't already voted. Do you use AI for work? Try to get AI to hold up my camera there. I think I got it. I think I got the whole balance situation done. While you're waiting, go to BritePegs.com. Make a beautiful art picture. We're going to be having a leaderboard soon. People can vote. So join the BritePegs community today. Alright. Now, alright, so I should be able to refresh this game like this. like that. I want the padding to be less and I want the font to be bigger. So 5 and 28. I want the background to be like a gray color. I want it to be the same gray color as these. In fact, I just want to steal that style. Let me just steal that style. It should still just be the same style. Hold on. I guess not. Alright, here's what I'll do. Alright, so I should be able to add a copy button style there. And I'll just use a comma to tack it onto this one. And then over there in the React app, I'll give my button no style tag, but instead class name copy button, and then I'll have to put this inside of an A tag. That's actually supposed to be an ID up there. Just want to say copy there instead. Clean it up a little bit. Definitely can't get a headache when you're looking at your code. That's important. Important to not get a headache when you're looking at your code. Alright, so let's see what that looks like. npm run build. Alright, we got one more vote. And that brings us to 70-30. 7 votes for yes, you do use AI at work. And 3 do not. So a lot of people use AI at work. 7-3. That's about where I thought it would be. I figured most of you guys would be using AI for work, especially if you're in coding. Yeah. I mean, I for one like to save myself time, and sometimes when I can't get the answer right away, ChatGPT, and it saves me some time. Now, like, I'm the one that's like kind of guiding things, so I mean, it's not like I'm letting this thing think for me. You can't do that. It's impossible. But sometimes if you're lost, it do be like that, you know what I mean? Sometimes it do be like that. Alright. Let's take a look here. Well, that is atrocious. It's terrible, and I'm offended. Nah, we just forgot the we forgot to change the class name to ID. Boop boop. It's kind of better looking, almost. Almost. I'd say the position needs to not be absolute, so if we can escape that, that would probably be good.
can't forget about changing the class name to ID up here. Not that one. This one here. Let's copy button there. And so through the magic of cascading style sheets, I can just at the bottom here copy button, position static instead of the other one that we set up higher. Alright, let's compile that again. As annoying as it is, that's just what we gotta do. Now guys, you can play this game right now. You can go over to BritePegs.com and you can start making your art. And I recommend sharing it on social media. You can't really save it any other way. We're gonna make the ability to copy this URL, which by the way, I forgot to change that. In the value of the text input, it needs to be set to URL, not MSG. So wait, do we have URL as a variable? Oh wait, it's called share URL, isn't it? So instead of URL here, we need to call it share URL. Share your L. All right. So, yeah, I'm not going to do anything. We're fine on that. I just have to make sure that this works correctly, and I'm sure that it does. I took a very brief look at the code, and yeah. Maybe not though. Here, hold on. E.select is not a function. Alright, that's a problem. That's a problem. Alright, so what do we have? Where are we going for select? Copy text. Share URL is being set to E. I didn't think that that was possible. Let's try that. So we pass in the value. Where else are we calling set share URL? Just right there. There's no way that that's, so that should pretty much guarantee that we're going to end up getting a string, because the target value is going to be a string, and the string that we are passing into it is going to be a string. You can pretty much guarantee that that string is going to be a string. Okay, so if you haven't already, make sure you like the stream. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. I don't normally ask for that one, but yeah, 1,000 followers on Twitter, so must be doing something right there. And subscribe on YouTube. We're on Twitch also, but Twitch has not been fun for me, and right now YouTube is not fun for me. Maybe now is the time to go over to Twitch.
try things out. That's all I'll say. Follow me on Twitter so that you get the latest updates. You can also go to CodingThingsIRL.com. We're fixing to start posting updates there. And we have a Discord, although I forgot. You can join the Discord and we'll start doing stuff on there once there's more people, I guess. Is that how it works? It's probably wrong chicken and egg sequence. Wrong order. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Guys, we're up to 6 likes on the stream. I'm absolutely overwhelmed. I can't believe how amazing you guys are. My heart is singing. That's a lot for today. That's a lot. We're not getting very many views at all. The stream is dying. It's dying. I already did that, didn't I? I did that. Okay. So, since I did that, I should be free to move on. Put this guy to rest once and for all. Alright, what is it now? Same thing? Okay, yeah. Alright, we're gonna end it there, guys. I'm about to rage quit. But, I will get this solved. I promise you. It's just too much going on at the moment, and gotta go ahead and get off and clear the head and try again tomorrow. So, thank you guys for watching. We didn't get any new subscribers today or yesterday, and painful, but it's part of the process. So make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already, and feed my soul, and follow on Twitter. Go over to BritePegs.com, and play the game. Let me know what you think, and if you find any bugs like the ones that we kind of went over today, let me know. You can tweet me at CodingThingsIRL, or you can message me on Discord, and yeah, I'll see you guys around. Peace.